What's up, y'all? This is gonna be a mini update. I'm gonna do some self-care. I've got these anti-blemish pads. I've been in the bed as much as possible. Just, I don't know. I feel like I just am tired, okay? Besides taking a shower and taking care of my kids and like cooking, like, I'm not really doing much else. So yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and wipe my face off with these and just moisturize. My kids are they're playing tablets and stuff, and so they're close to my room, and so you'll probably hear that. But I've just been taking things slow, like a day at a time, really. I want to start this off by also saying I love you guys. Thank you so much for all of the positive words of encouragement. You guys are the best support system anyone could ask for. Like, I love you guys. Thank you to all of the hundreds of comments, all of the DMs, just like everybody who has reached out to me on a positive note. Like, I love you guys. I can't even get back to all of you guys. And some of you guys' experiences yourself not only have helped me, comforted me, but also made me cry. And it makes me feel good to know I'm not alone. So yeah, thank you. I thank you guys for that. So I did read some negative comments. A couple of people are trying to say that this is fake. I'm not even gonna address that. And then some people are just giving backhanded condolences, which it's rude. It's rude. And you should know better at your big age. A lot of you are too grown to be giving backhanded condolences. If you're gonna give condolences, please do, but do it with taste. Because to say to someone, I'm sorry for your loss, but maybe that means you don't need to have any more kids. That's rough. That's like telling any other person that they're not allowed to have a child or mourn. Read the room, sis. If I told you after you got your arm severed off, I'm so sorry that you got your arm cut off, but you should be grateful that you still have another arm, you'd probably look at me like I was crazy. You probably want to cuss me out. And that's exactly how I feel when you guys leave stupid comments like that. It's like, be fucking for real. Of course I love my kids. Of course I'm grateful for the health that they have had and that they continue to have. I'm grateful that they were born. But I mourn the loss of the fact that my 10th child did not make it. And I'm allowed to do that because that was still a part of me. Just like if, God forbid, anything were to ever happen to any of my 9 kids, I would be devastated. I would lose my shit. And that's exactly how I feel now. Losing a child at any stage in pregnancy is just hard. I understand it would probably be more difficult if I was further along, but that doesn't take away from how I feel, you know? So anyway, I just wanted to say that because some of you guys lack common courtesy and just lack the ability to read a room, and it's trifling. That's a toner I just put on my face. I want to update you guys on where I am now. So emotionally, I am still very exhausted. Like, I'm still very drained emotionally from this situation. I still feel very upset. I mean, this is really new. Literally the day that everything happened, within 24 hours, I posted the video. So this is still something that I haven't really had a chance to fully process. And it's been difficult, I'm not gonna lie. But I'm trying to stay positive. I'm trying to remember the positives. I do have a dress on. You just can't see it. And it's low cut, but I do have clothes on, okay? But I have been crying on and off, you know, just the typical. But I'm at the point now where I'm so tired of crying. It's just like, I need to start making peace with what is actually the situation. And honestly, I'm just trying to wrap my head around everything. I feel like everything has happened so quickly. And y'all, I started doing my nails yesterday because I was trying to make myself feel better and get my mind off of all of these thoughts. I just have all of these thoughts running through my head. My mind feels like it's about to explode. I woke up this morning with the worst headache, and I'm not even a headache type of person, okay? And so anyway, I tried to start my nails so that I could take my mind off of this. Anyway, I couldn't finish my nails, so I got one side painted. I need to fix it, and then this side I need to paint. So I don't know. I'll get to it when I get to it. I'm just a hot ass mess right now. But anyway, so I'm trying to just be positive and focus on going forward and moving forward at this point. I will admit that right now I am walking around with a deceased fetus in my body, and that is mentally taking a toll on me and physically taking a toll on me, because a lot of my initial symptoms are, not a lot, but a couple of my like pregnancy symptoms are gone. Like my nausea is gone, but I'm like still exhausted, and I just overall feel like sick, like, you know, kind of like I did before. But like some of the things like the breast tenderness and like, you know, things like that aren't as bad. So I had a doctor's appointment recently, and that was a confirmation appointment. They called me last minute and asked me, I told you guys in the last video, they asked me to come in for an ultrasound, and I did, just to confirm what we had seen the previous day, which like I said, I felt like was a little bit of torture. When I got there, the doctor was like, you don't have to do this if you don't want to, but just for my peace of mind, I did go ahead and decide to do it because, you know, I guess a part of me was like, what if this was a fluke? What if the machine was broken? What if she didn't see it right? What if the baby actually is alive? What if? And so I didn't want to live with the what ifs. So I did decide to go ahead with the ultrasound. The ultrasound was very fast. She didn't want to make me look for too long at a deceased fetus, basically. But I did see him again, it was odd because he was like in a completely different position. I don't know how that happens, but he was in a completely different position. He was in the same position, but just like, it's hard to explain. Like he was in a different area, but like in the same sack, of course, but just in a different area than the day before, which I thought was odd. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. She looked again. There is no heartbeat. And every time I think about it or remember, and every time I think about this, it just really upsets me. So I've been trying not to focus on like what he looked like in there, and how there was no chest activity. It makes me want to break down all over again. So, but anyway, there was no heartbeat again, obviously. So we're moving on. No more HCG. My doctor was like, you don't need to do that. And basically, essentially, he told me, you're too far along for me to safely recommend waiting naturally for this to happen, or even using medication. He's like, because you can hemorrhage, you have the risk of the pregnancy not fully passing, and then you're in a pickle. You're having to have an emergency DNC anyway. He didn't say this, but you don't know, you're probably not going to get me. You know, basically, I probably won't get him if I go into an emergency surgery or something like that. So I'm already anxious and nervous and scared about the idea of a surgery. You guys know I have anxiety, and just the idea of having surgery is a lot for me. So, hold on. So it's not really something that, you know, I was comfortable with. I'm still not comfortable with the idea of me having surgery to remove the baby, but my mom and, you know, with the doctor's recommendations, and then my mom being like, you need to get the pregnancy out of you so you don't get sick. And I agree, like I don't want to risk getting sick. And, you know, I could understand if my body felt like it was going to expel the pregnancy on its own, but I really don't feel, besides the fact that I don't feel, as pregnant as I did a few weeks ago, I just don't feel like I have no more bleeding, no more spotting. I'm cramping just a little tiny bit, nothing to where I'm like, I can do this on my own. So, and I don't want to run the risk of waiting and then something happening that I can't control and I don't have control over. I would much rather control the day, control the time, get it all done at once, and then have someone who I trust, who I have at least a little bit of history with, perform this procedure. Yeah, rather than somebody I don't know, who doesn't know me, know my family, or care about. I'm just another number to them. So, you know, I have decided to go ahead and do the DNC procedure. That is the best decision I think that I can make right now, just because I want to get this over with, because like I said, I am currently walking around with a dead baby in my body. And just the thought of that, just the knowledge of that is messing with my mentality, my mental, on a daily basis. So I told my doctor, let's go ahead and do the DNC, because the benefits outweigh my concerns and my nervousness and my fears. It's a simple procedure, I'm told, and it doesn't take long. Basically kind of an in and out thing, a few hours out of the day, and then I'll be done. I can come home and rest. So I have it scheduled, and we're going to do that. If any of you have any recommendations or any anything that you want to share about your personal experience that you feel like would be helpful, or just anything encouraging you guys, just please comment it below, because anything helps. Everything helps at this point. I feel lost, like I don't know what I'm doing. And like I said the other day, I felt like I was in a dream, and I still feel the same way. Like this can't be reality right now, but I am coming to grips with the fact that this is happening, and that he's in a better place, and I'm always going to remember him. And he has a name, and so we're always going to remember him by his name. And you know, he still counts. He's still baby number 10, you know, just our little angel baby. So that's generally where we're at right now. I decided that I'm going to vlog when I do go through the process, just because I've been doing a lot of research on DNCs and the whole process, and I feel like I haven't been able to find what I've been looking for, the answers I've been looking for, people's personal experiences I've been looking for. I want to know what to expect. I want to know, you know, everything. I just go into overdrive trying to find out everything that I can possibly consume about this, because I'm about to go through it, and I'm a little afraid, you know. So but I don't feel like I'm finding enough. So hopefully I can do this so that if someone goes through this in the future, or someone needs this, it'll be there for them, maybe, you know. So that is basically the updates for now, and I will continue to track or vlog this process and share this with you guys. It's gonna be a little bit of a long road, I feel like, but I feel like it's going to be okay. At the end of the day, I will make it through this, just like I make it through everything else. And I know that I have a really strong family support system, and friend support system, and you guys as well. I include you guys in that as well. You guys are awesome. So thank you guys again for being here. I cannot say that enough, for the positivity, because it outweighs any negativity I will ever experience on this platform. So thank you guys for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one.